We began working in streets, so door knocking, and asking people did they know their neighbours and would they like to know them more. A lot of the people that we spoke with said that they did want to know their neighbours better, but weren't quite sure how to go about it, or didn't feel they had the time, or there were lots of barriers there. Neighbours Day Aotearoa is something that everybody can get involved with, and we've had people thank us for giving them a good reason to go and connect with their neighbours. There are many ways that we can get connected with our neighbours. It's different in every street. Some streets do that through regular get-togethers. Other neighbours do that through simply sharing food with each other, or when they move in, striking up a conversation and introducing themselves, and then that can spin off into all sorts of ways of connecting.
A magazine, swap a book with somebody else. Just something they can break the ice and get to know each other. So we find that's really, last year we did it, and it's sort of grown a bit this year, so we really think it's really great.
That's like when you first moved in, your kids came over for the lemons. Yeah, but it was just fine, and I know the Samoan people like it for that coconut and the raw fish. So I'm always like delivering lemons to Rosetta now because there's far too many for us, so I just put them on the doorstep.
And the kids that came with them were doing stuff that I don't know about and are probably impacting on the neighbours. But when Sue started leaving lemons, you know, I just felt like at home, very touched. Like, wow, I have great neighbours.
We have just one ethnic group around here. This is a really mixed area. You know, we've got Chinese and Indian and Ireland and Filipinos and you know, all over the place.
I think that because we have so many different cultures in New Zealand, it's a real strength. And particularly in our neighbourhoods, there's an opportunity to learn about the different cultures within our streets. So connecting with neighbours, I think, is really important in light of the fact that we are very diverse as a country.
It's hard for new immigrants to get to know people, and they'll tend to stick with their own, so we can break down those barriers again by getting people to meet across those cultural and ethnic barriers.
We really feel that families, particularly with kids, they really benefit from the value of neighbourliness. So we've talked to many people who say that, you know, they've been able to access childcare within the street, you know, neighbours coming together and helping out with each other's kids. Kids feel safe when they know who their neighbours are, they know who they can trust.
Kids enjoy it. The children really know what being good neighbours means because we model it for them and they see it. So they know that being a good neighbour is about you know, being able to check on each other and make sure you're okay. And yeah, where the bouncy castle is, was owned by the same man for 37 years, I think. So he's been here a long time. He was really sick, but we would take him meals. And when he was sick, the children would draw him pictures, and he died. And when he died, his family came over and they said, we just wanted to let you know there's a whole drawer in his kitchen full of all the notes and the pictures that you left from and that you drew him. So we kind of didn't know that we were making any difference with him about how he was feeling. But obviously it meant something to him because he kept everything that we'd given him.
People have told us that they recall growing up and being amongst a very connected street, and that people would share resources, the kids would know everybody in the street. But you know, often that doesn't tend to happen as much now, unfortunately. So we feel that this is a very important message for our time, and we really feel that it's important that we reclaim that value of neighbourliness and that we make time to get to know our neighbours in our busy lives.
I think people have become a lot busier, so it's a lot harder to make the time for those extra relationships around them.
I think it is really hard. But once you do, you realise just how easy it is to keep meeting and to see them and to say hello.
Hope that Neighbours Day can play a role in being a catalyst for stronger communities, meaning that more people can experience well-being in their own communities, and there'll be less need for more social workers and social services.